Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be working on one of the wastegates. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you see something you like, give it a thumbs up and let's get into it. Alright guys, so if you watched the last episode, you would have seen that the car nearly caught on fire because we had so much oil dripping down onto the wrapped up pipe and it just soaked it all in. It was like a sponge. It's over there on my little rubbish pile I got going. Yeah, that could have been really bad. Yeah, so we're going to change up the configuration for the wastegate. I just had a thought like about a minute ago. I'm going to have it underneath coming off this pipe here. Plenty of space down there. Should I run the big boy down there? Can always get a better one later. It's very easy to change when it's down there. Still got to figure out how to run all of it to up here. I know it's a long track after the wastegate. Think of it more like a twin scroll, I guess, because it's going to be open probably most of the time. It's got a pretty light spring in it. Now with the purple big boy eBay thing, I've got quite a few springs for that. So I can do, it's got 5.5 in it at the moment, which is probably optimal. So if I can do that with the big one, I could use this 2-inch here. I could taper it down into this one here. So I could get it through and up to this. Actually, I should see if I can get a 2-inch tree there. I can use the 38mm for the GT35 up the top. Still in this part here. So that means I really don't need to get any other wastegates yet. No, I've got springs to change that. I've also got 2 boost controllers. Got another one I haven't put in yet because I haven't done the wastegate. So it's probably actually a good time to start mounting the second one, I guess. So I might just test out the 2-inch, see if it will go up there. If it doesn't, I can run the smaller pipe up there and have it tapered down from the 2-inch into that one. I'm sure it'll be enough airflow. Does that mean if I taper it down to that 1.5 from 2-inch, it'll have more velocity and that's how it works, isn't it? I'm not really going to be doing anything tonight because I'm wearing decent clothes. Just a thought. Alright guys, I think I've worked it out. If I use that one down the bottom, we'll sort out this. But I have a short length of the 2-inch. The 2-inch can weld onto the flex, and out of the flex we'll have the straight, and that'll go up to round about here, and then I will obviously cut this off and I can make it go around to the other one. We'll have a V-band clamp there, so it'll be in two sections that'll like go in and around the steering and bolt onto the back of the turbo, which shouldn't put any stress on it because we've got the flex joint and we've got a V-band clamp in there, so it should be all good. And then we'll have this one for the GT35, which will be mounted onto there too. So that will free up space for it to recirculate down there into atmosphere, so it should be good. 14 pounds of screaming. Then we'll have to work out the dump pipe angling as well. Alright guys, so it's another day, and I ordered the V-band clamp, the 1/2 inch one, and 4 90-degree bends. So we are, well, I'm probably going to use one of the 90s, cut it in half for 45 for the elbow to come up here, and we're going to have to run it down, back and around, and I'll have the V-band clamped somewhere around here, somewhere easy to get to, and then I'll go down to underneath. So those 90-degree bends have apparently been sent, and not supposed to be here by until the 4th of April. So we've got a little while. Yeah, so we're going to find some other stuff to do. I could probably get the big wastegate onto the up pipe and do that to that, and then from there I'll have to figure it out. I might even be able to use that angle to send it up, depending on, I'll chop that, send that up, use a 45 at the top to level it out again, have the V-band on that. I wonder if that'll work, or if I need 2 bends, I can't remember. Might need to use 2 bends. I'm not sure of the radius of the bends 2 on the 1.5s. Should be fun. Need to leave enough room for movement in the engine. But I guess what I can do until I get the parts is fix the up pipe, get the wastegate onto it, to make sure that the headers are on there and it's all bolted up properly, because we do have a flex joint in there as well. So we're not putting the wastegate on there because the flex joint's up the pipe a bit. So yeah, there can be some movement there as well. Got to get the heat wrap off the headers too. That's what I can do while I wait. Intercooler, I need to do the struts, the bonnet struts that have been sitting here for ages. I've got to do them. So I've got things to do. For now, I'll just stick with the eBay wastegates. 5.5 pounds and 14. Was it 10? 14? I can't remember. Anyway, we can adjust both of them now because I won the GFE electronic boost controller. So I'll put that in for the GT35. Not that I'll probably need to run more than 14 PSI. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got to do the power steering. Once I do the power steering, we can get the belt back on. We can have an alternator again. Plenty for me to do. So we want to try to get this to flow really well. Thinking of it as a twin scroll for the GT35. Alright boys, so we've cut that off. We'll cut the flange off that one over there as well. That's the GT35 one now. Need to grind this down and patch that up. And then we go down here and put a wastegate on. Alrighty guys, so smooth this down. And we've just got a hole. Whoa. This is 2 inch. That is 2 inch. So whatever we don't use from this pipe, which is the dump off the wastegate, that'll go up to the GT35. We'll use to patch this one up. So pretty much whatever's between this and this is left over. So yeah, so we've got plenty. Oh, also the 1.5 inch V-band is a quick release, so it should make it a bit easier. Also, I'm going to weld some studs into some of these flanges just to make it a bit easier, like this one here. So this one here, sorry. So the front one of the turbo, because to get to the underside of this is really hard. Can easily get to the top one, but not the bottom one with a spanner or a socket or anything like that, really. So yeah, I'm going to weld a stud in that. Can't thread a stud in, so I'll weld it. Alright guys, I'm about to weld a nut onto a stud and then the stud onto the flange, because it's not tight, but this is the size of the bolts that we use for that flange. So I'll just do a couple of tacks on here, I'll bolt it all together, bring that back up, and then I'll weld the bolt to the flange. Alright, got the stud welded on there, so that should make that one a lot easier to get on now. That was the problem that made it so hard to get everything off in there, is that one bolt. Alright, so I'm back out here, it's cooled down, I'm taking it apart, and just before I said that I could put this through from the bottom, but that was before I put the stud on, so let's see if I can still get it in through the bottom. Alright, we did it, we got it up, stud's still on there, it's all bolted in, nice and tight, so I guess we are good to start wastegate placement down here. Once we get the exhaust manifold on, we're going to take the wrap off now. Alright guys, exhaust is on, all bolted up, so we are now at the stage where we can plan the wastegate placement. Alright guys, so just working out the wastegate placement. I was going to tuck it right up, but then I just remembered that I still need to run the oil lines through, so I'll probably have it about there. It's up, it's on an incline there, and that is facing pretty much the same way as the pipe that goes, the up pipe, so it should be easy enough to run a pipe from there up next to the up pipe. Cool. I think that's me done for tonight. See you tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next morning. We're going to wrap this one up. A new shop dog, Piggy. Piggy's a stuffy. 22 weeks, aren't you? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I need to go edit it. And then tonight we'll come out and start on the wastegate for the TD05. Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Bye.